Hey, LS11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K Universe Mode. Welcome to the final Monday Night Raw episode of the WWE 2K19 era of LS11 Universe. After tonight, this is the final Raw before we move on to WWE 2K22 this weekend at Clash of Champions. Of course, game quality permitting. But, let's kick it off. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're kicking off with something that I know a lot of you have been waiting a long time for. Out first, here comes the almighty Bobby Lashley. MVP accompanying him to the ring. Lashley was hand-selected for this matchup tonight here on Monday Night Raw, kicking us off in the last first match of Raw on 2K19. It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of crazy. Granted, 2K22 might bomb and we might be back here. It comes out tomorrow. For you guys, for me, it's still 28 days, but it comes out tomorrow, so we'll know soon. It could bomb and we'll give you back here in a week. But Bobby Lashley being accompanied by MVP making his way to the ring. Lashley takes on, for the first time wrestling on Raw since Season 1, ladies and gentlemen, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Styles making his way to the ring tonight. This is Styles' first match on Raw since being drafted back up here from NXT. Many have waited a long time for this one. AJ Styles kicking off Monday Night Raw against Bobby Lashley. This is a matchup I've looked forward to since it was announced last week. But ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, Styles and Lashley are going to go one-on-one here on Monday Night Raw. So here we go. Styles grabs him. Styles on the knee strike to Lashley. There's a shot. Lashley grabbing Styles now, and Bobby Lashley with a suplex. Takes down Styles. Lashley kicks him in the back. Styles powering back up to his feet. Styles kicking him in the ribs now. AJ Styles firing away, spinning back fist to Lashley. Styles with Lashley. Off the ropes. AJ floats through. Neckbreaker connects. And now AJ Styles picking Lashley back up to his feet. Spinning back fist. In front of the one, Lashley out of the way. Right hook from Lashley. Bobby Lashley kicks him in the ribs. Right hand to the back from Lashley. And now Bobby Lashley turning AJ Styles over. Lashley grabs the leg and spikes the leg into the mat of AJ Styles. Cover. 1, 2. No, AJ kicks out. For a right hand, Lashley has Styles. Styles punches him in the ribs. And now Styles, Pele kick. And a double axe handle, dropping Bobby Lashley. AJ Styles now picking Lashley back up to his feet. Styles kicks him in the knee. Lashley scoops him overhead. Lashley with a military press takes down AJ. AJ Styles goes down. Lashley kicking him in the chest, knocking him down. And now Lashley standing over the phenomenal. AJ gets out onto the apron now, and AJ Styles, that's not where you want Styles. Oh, and Lashley knew it. Pulls him into the ropes and takes down the phenomenal one. Lashley picking AJ back up to his feet. Bobby Lashley decks AJ with a right hook. And now Lashley picking Styles back up to his feet. Bobby Lashley. AJ Styles kicks him in the ribs. And now Styles managed to crack. Gets Lashley up on his shoulders. Styles on a bit of a torture rack. Spins him out. Drops him with a one-armed powerbomb into the floor. Referee at the count of 4 now as Styles throws Lashley back into the ring. Styles now picking him back up to his feet. AJ Styles for a right hook. Lashley countered. Lashley clotheslining him into the corner. And now Bobby grabbing him. Bobby Lashley pops him up. Back body drop. Down goes Styles. Styles gets kicked in the ribs now, and Lashley picking Styles up in a seated position. Lashley's got him by the neck. AJ Styles is in some trouble now. Styles getting up to one knee. Now Styles up to his feet. Elbow strike. And again. AJ Styles now. Oh, he's got him up. Styles. Ushigoroshi. Now he's got Lashley up to one knee. Sliding clothesline from the Phenomenal One. Styles with a forearm. And Lashley kicks him in the ribs. Bobby Lashley runs him over. Lashley now grabs Styles, drags him to the center of the ring. Bobby Lashley takes out the arm. Now Lashley with a stomp to AJ. Lashley scoops him up with a deadlift into a running power slam. 1, 2, no. And now Lashley, oh, an elbow from AJ. AJ Styles catches him with an elbow. Styles with an enziguri. Knocks down Bobby. And now AJ Styles picking Lashley back up to his feet. Styles with a forearm. Spinning back fist attempt. Lashley countered. And now Lashley picks him up into a spine buster. And now he's got AJ back up to his feet. Bobby Lashley scoops him up, and then Lashley spikes AJ. Bobby Lashley drops him, but AJ Styles manages to kick him away. Styles now grabbing Lashley back up to his feet. Styles, right hook connect. For a left, counter by Lashley. Lashley scoops him up. Spine buster again. And now Lashley's got Styles. Picks him back up. Bobby Lashley scoops him up. And another military press. This time he drops him on his knee. Lashley picking Styles up one more time. Bobby Lashley. Overhead belly to belly. Styles. Lashley didn't even have to leave his own feet for that one. He turns Styles over now, and Lashley. Here we go. Lashley with a gut-wrench suplex to AJ Styles. Lashley looking to end it now. Bobby Lashley gonna look for spear. No! Styles got out of it. Styles. Oh my God! Styles clashed to a guy significantly bigger than him. 2. No! Bobby Lashley kicked out. And now AJ Styles going to the outside. Styles. Here we go. Looking to end it with a phenomenal forearm. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles wins his return. AJ Styles wins his return match. The Phenomenal One is back. AJ Styles gets the win, ladies and gentlemen. We got plenty more tonight on the final Raw of 2K19, so we're going to roll on with the rest of Monday Night Raw. Tony, maybe in your mad dash out of here last week you didn't hear the message, but any hardcore title issues are going to be taken up with me from here on out. I see you heading to Mr. Regal's office, but I will be handling things here. Hey, Wade Barrett, a welcome face. Now, about this United States title match tonight. No one's confirmed it with me, but the deal Regal made, word for word, was that if I made it out of Raw last week with the hardcore title, I'd be getting the championship match for the U.S. title, and I'm the champion. I may not have been in the match last week, but that wasn't the deal. The deal was I walk out of Raw as champion, so way I see it, I'm owed a U.S. title match. Well, you know, that is exactly what Regal said the way I see it, so Tony, I'm going to pull some strings for you, alright? You'll have that United States title match. Hey, you're a good man, Barrett. You're a good man, alright? Remember, I'll remember you doing this for me, alright? I'll owe you one. How to offend two cultures with one segment. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, up next, we have some singles action here on Monday Night Raw as Xia Li making her way to the ring. Xia Li calls herself Monday Night Raw's new protector. Xia Li's got a big opportunity tonight, though, when she's going to take on the Raw Women's Champion. Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley has been Raw Women's Champion for 11 months now. By far the longest reigning Women's Champion in LS11 Universe, quickly approaching the longest reigning championship run in LS11 Universe history. So Ripley here tonight to compete against Zaya Lee. So here we go. Oh, Zaya Lee immediately taking the champion down, takes out the leg. We know that Rhea Ripley is just a few nights away from defending the Raw Women's title against Sasha Banks at Clash of Champions, as Ripley now knocking Xia Li in the corner. There's a kick from Ripley. Xia Li counters, puts her in the corner. Xia Li, there's a kick to Ripley. Rhea Ripley turns it around. Rhea Ripley grabbing Xia Li up on her shoulders. And Ripley running senton into a leg drop attempt. Xia Li out of the way now, and Lee uppercut, knocks her into the rope. Xia Li grabs Ripley, who throws her over the top rope. Rhea Ripley now grabs hold of Xia Li. Rhea Ripley hooks her in, pops her up, and suplexes her back into the ring. Goes for a kick. She's out of the way. There's a kick to the knee. Rhea Ripley, headbutt. Holds on to her, though. Picks her back up. Headbutts her again. Still holding on. And one more for good measure. Now Xia Li into the bottom rope. And Xia Li caught with a drop kick from Ripley. Rhea now picking her back up to her feet. Rhea Ripley kicks her in the ribs. Forearm strike. Knocks her into the ropes now, and Ripley with Lee hangs her up in the middle rope. Here comes Rhea Ripley. Over the top rope. Hangs her out to dry on the ropes. Ripley now picking Xia Li back up to her feet. Rhea Ripley pulls her in, and Uranagi. Rhea Ripley taking her down. Ripley now picking Xia back up to her feet. Rhea Ripley with a forearm strike. Scoops her up. Ripley gets countered. And a kick to the knee. Goes for a spinning wheel kick. She gets caught. Xia Li gets caught by Ripley. Ripley now grabs hold of her. Rhea Ripley pops her up. Ripley's got her up. Suplex to Xia Li. Lee goes down. Ripley now backs it up into the corner. Rhea Ripley telling her to get up. Here we go. Rhea Ripley. Big boot to Xia Li. 1, 2, 3. Rhea Ripley with a short but sweet win tonight, continuing her undefeated singles streak, her only loss in the last year, still being that tag match earlier this season. big win for Rhea Ripley tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We got plenty of action still to come tonight on Monday Night Raw. Up next, it's that U.S. title match we heard about just a moment ago. Tommaso Ciampa defends against Tony D'Angelo. Apparently, the hardcore title won't be on the line, though. We'll talk about that in a moment. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest scheduled for one fall is for the United States Championship. The hardcore title will not be on the line as per the authority of assistant to the general managers, Wade Barrett. So here comes the hardcore champion, Tony D'Angelo, to the ring. Tony D'Angelo, it's been weird since he's arrived to Raw. It's been a very strange time here on Monday Night Raw with this guy around. I don't really know what else to say about him other than it's certainly been interesting. His arrival has led to more confusion and chaos than I think anyone was expecting, if that makes sense. He somehow, though, in his first few weeks has ended up here tonight where he's going to be challenging for the United States Championship. As here comes the Grand Slam champ, Grand Slam Champa, to the ring. Tommaso Ciampa, arguably the greatest competitor in LS11 Universe history. Tommaso Ciampa making his way to the ring. This man is approaching 60 career wins in the LS11 Universe, and given we've only been around for about 3 weeks, and he can only compete twice a week at most, and that's only, he can really only compete once a week, twice a week at most if it's a pay-per-view week. That means that he has wrestled almost every week since the series began in late 2019. Tommaso Ciampa has spent more than half of this series, more than half of the LS11 Universe's lifespan, with gold in his arms. He is the United States Champion. If he retains tonight, he is heading into Clash of Champions this weekend to take on Dolph Ziggler and Big E of the Hurt Business in a triple threat match for that championship. But tonight, he has to go through Tony D'Angelo to hold on to it for another night. So Ciampa and D'Angelo going to go one-on-one over the United States Championship right now. The only reason I skipped the graphic is we got a video straight up blocked worldwide for the graphic the other day. I just don't want to risk it. But the challenger is Tony D'Angelo. The champion, Tommaso Ciampa. Here we go. D'Angelo with a jab, scoops up Ciampa. Ciampa pushes him away. Tommaso Ciampa boots him immediately. Ciampa now picking him back up to his feet, and Tommaso Ciampa, oh man, sent off the ropes by D'Angelo, who ducks him. Tony D'Angelo tries to grab onto him. Ciampa with a right hook, puts him in the corner. Ciampa grabs hold of him. Knee strike to D'Angelo. Kicks him into the ribs. Goes for a chop. D'Angelo rolls through. Tony, right hook connects. Tony D'Angelo taking him down. Kicks Ciampa in the back now, and Ciampa went for a right hook. D'Angelo counter. D'Angelo went for a clothesline. Ciampa out of the way. Ciampa, neck breaker, connects to D'Angelo. Tommaso Ciampa now picking him back up to his feet. Ciampa grabs hold of D'Angelo, and Tommaso Ciampa sends him up the turnbuckle, pulls him in. Ciampa Here we go. Ciampa picks him up. No. D'Angelo plants himself. Now Ciampa's got him up for a suplex. Picking him back up to his feet now is Ciampa. Goes for a kick. D'Angelo countered. Tony D'Angelo grabs Ciampa and takes him down with an STO. Ciampa caught the ropes on the way down there, though. Now D'Angelo trying to pick him up. Ciampa finds the counter. Tommaso Ciampa grabs a hold of D'Angelo, sending him off the ropes. Tony coming off the ropes. Ciampa with a back body drop kicks him in the back. Ciampa picking D'Angelo back up to his feet. Tommaso Ciampa now grabs hold. D'Angelo throws him over the top rope. Tony D'Angelo goes for a right hook. Ciampa hangs on. Now Ciampa going to the top. Ciampa. Oh, tries to dive, but D'Angelo was out of the way, so Ciampa more or less jumped over him. Now Ciampa tries to grab D'Angelo, punches him in the back. What a shakeup at the third of the matchup this weekend if D'Angelo were to win the U.S. title here. Ciampa grabs hold of him, rolls him through. Cover by Ciampa. 1, 2. No. Tony gets the shoulders up. And Tony D'Angelo clubs him with a right hook. Ciampa counters. And now Ciampa tries to grab him for a kick. D'Angelo throws him across the ring into the corner. Ciampa out of the way. Ciampa goes for a kick. D'Angelo counters. D'Angelo clothesline to Ciampa. Ciampa goes down now. D'Angelo. Oh man, D'Angelo pulling the cover off that turnbuckle. Picks up Ciampa. Oh, I think he was going to try and send Ciampa into it. But it ends up betraying Tony. Ciampa throws him into that exposed steel. Picking him up to his feet now is Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa, right hook connects, clubs him in the back. D'Angelo tries to fire back now. D'Angelo did just take that steel into the back. Ciampa goes for a boot. D'Angelo tries to grab him. Ciampa elbows him in the head. Ciampa, knee to the back of D'Angelo. And now Ciampa picking D'Angelo back up to his feet. Ciampa grabs onto him, throws him through the ropes. Ciampa with the Willow's Bell connects. Ciampa with Willow's Bell to Tony D'Angelo. Pulls him in. Ciampa, cover. 1, 2, no. D'Angelo gets the shoulders up. The referee now seeing the removed turnbuckle. Ciampa, went for a clothesline. D'Angelo countered. D'Angelo now went for a jab. Ciampa, discus clothesline. Yeah. 1. No. Tony D'Angelo rolls onto the bottom rope. Now Ciampa with a right hook. Ciampa going to the outside. Tommaso Ciampa grabs D'Angelo, picks him up. Back body drop onto the apron. And now Ciampa throwing D'Angelo back into the ring. Tommaso Ciampa picking him back up to his feet. Ciampa goes for a kick. D'Angelo with a clothesline. Tony D'Angelo takes down the U.S. champion. D'Angelo looking for the win. Tony D'Angelo for the U.S. title. Northern Lights. And now D'Angelo. Brainbuster. Ciampa's down. D'Angelo for the title. Cover. 1, 2. No. Ciampa gets the shoulders up. Tony D'Angelo saying to bring it on. Ciampa staggers back to his feet as D'Angelo now picking him up. D'Angelo clothesline into another. And now D'Angelo ducks him. Ciampa off the ropes. D'Angelo tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. He grabs Ciampa back up to his feet now, and Tony D'Angelo grabs Ciampa, who counters. Ciampa kicks out the knee. Ciampa pulls him in. Oh, D'Angelo counters again. Now Tony. Oh, he's doing it again. Northern Lights. 1, no. Ciampa gets the shoulders up. D'Angelo with a kick. Ciampa's down. D'Angelo trying to win the U.S. title here. He's calling Ciampa up to his feet. Tony D'Angelo grabs him again. Northern Lights pops him over. Picks him up for the brainbuster. Ciampa counters. Ciampa with a kick to the ribs. Ciampa with fairy tale ending. 1, 2, 3. Tommaso Ciampa retains the United States Championship. Ciampa keeps the U.S. title in his arms tonight. D'Angelo, I'll give him this. The guy put up a hell of a fight against Ciampa tonight. But in the end, it wasn't enough. Tommaso Ciampa walks out with the win, keeps Goldie in his arms for tonight. A huge win for Tommaso Ciampa, who is still your United States Champion. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes Bobby Lashley to the ring. Lashley, no doubt on orders from the Hurt Business. He's not looking at Ciampa. He's looking at D'Angelo. Lashley spears D'Angelo. The 24/7 rule's back in play. 1, 2. Bobby Lashley's hardcore champion. Bobby Lashley captures the hardcore title. Lashley with a huge victory for the hardcore title. We have more action up next. We have some more action up next, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pretty excited about this one myself. We're going to be seeing one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions take on one half of the upcoming challengers for this weekend's Clash of Champions event. As Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits, make their way to the ring. Montez Ford is going to be in action this week. Montez Ford is going to be the one in action. We've seen a whole lot out of him. We've seen a whole lot of singles action out of Ford these last few months. So Ford and Dawkins make their way to the ring. Here come the men that are going to challenge the Street Profits this weekend. The New Day, the team of Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods making their way to the ring. Kofi Kingston's going to be in action tonight against Montez Ford. Kingston Woods getting a big opportunity in just a few nights' time. Here we go. Ford and Kingston one-on-one. Kofi's got him. Kofi with an uppercut to Montez Ford. Uppercut again from Kofi. Kofi was just challenging for the WWE title a few weeks ago in the main event of Raw. As now he's been pushed into the corner by Montez Ford. Referee gets a clean break between these two. Ford managed to catch him in a scoop slam from Montez. Montez Ford taking him down now, and Ford, as Xavier Woods trying to will Kofi Kingston on there by playing the trombone on the outside. Ford's got him now. Montez Ford pushes Kofi into the ropes. Kofi now sent off the ropes by Ford. Ford tries to grab him. Kofi. Forearm strike connects. Kicks him in the ribs now. Kofi. Goes for a kick. Ford knocks him back with a kick to the knee. Montez Ford's got Kofi. Kofi counters it into an arm drag. Kofi throws Ford across the ring. Kofi Kingston with a clothesline to Montez Ford. Now Kofi picking him back up to his feet. Kofi with a right hook and a punch to the back. Now Kofi knocking him into the corner. Kofi Kingston's got him. Knee into the back. Clothesline taking him down. Kofi getting Montez Ford back up to his feet now. Kofi Kingston uppercut. Puts Ford into the ropes. Kofi. What's he thinking here? Kofi's got him. He pops him up, and Kofi Kingston hangs him up to dry in the ropes. And now Kofi going up to the top rope. Kofi Kingston telling him to get up. Telling Ford, get up. Kofi. Elbow attempt. Ford out of the way. Ford now with a kick to Kofi. Montez Ford spins him around, and Montez throws Kofi across the ring to the corner. Ford with a spinning crossbody. Montez taking him down now. Montez Ford drags him to the center of the ring, and Montez Ford with a jumping neck breaker to Kofi. Now he's got him again. Montez Ford scoops him up, and a suplex taking him down. Picks him back up again now, and Ford with Kofi. Kofi with an elbow strike to Montez. Kofi Kingston takes him down, and Kofi. Oh, what a kick to the face from Montez Ford, who kicks Kofi again. Ford is on top right now. Ford getting him back up to his feet. Montez with Kofi off the ropes. Montez Ford hip toss to Kingston. And now Montez Ford picking Kofi Kingston back up to his feet, pulls him in, turns him over into a neck breaker from Montez. Into a cover on Kofi. 1, 2. Kingston gets the shoulders up. Montez Ford goes for a kick to the back. Kofi. Back body drop. Oh, Kofi not even going to go off the ropes. Hits the boom drop. Kofi wastes no time. Went for a neck breaker, but Ford fell over before Kofi could hit it. Both men back to their feet now, and Kofi Kingston sent off the ropes by Ford. Ford with a leaping elbow. Montez Ford into a cover. 1, 2, no. Kofi gets the shoulders up. And Ford with a kick to the back. Turns him over now, does Ford, and Montez Ford with a knee to the head. Kofi goes down again. Montez Ford with another kick. Ford grabs a hold of Kingston. Kofi Kingston finds the counter. Kofi grabs hold of Ford. Kofi with SOS. Montez Ford gets the shoulders up as Angelo Dawkins and the referee are arguing. Dawkins got up on the apron to try and will Ford to kick out. Ford managed to get the shoulder up. The referee got distracted. Montez Ford getting fired up as Kofi tries to pull himself up. Kofi rolls through. Forearm to Montez Ford. Kofi now kicking him in the ribs. Right hook connects. Kofi knocking him back, and Kofi Kingston gets caught. Arm drag from Ford. Montez Ford now grabs hold of Kofi, takes him down with a fireman's carry on his knees that time. And now Ford gets Kofi up to his feet again. Kicks him in the ribs. Montez Ford. Oh, here we go. Ford. Big DDT to Kofi. Ford's got him down. He turns Kofi over. Montez Ford into a cover. 1, 2, no. Kofi gets the shoulders up. Kofi kicks himself back up to his feet. Kofi Kingston. Oh, Ford's got a hold of him. Kofi firing back. Kofi knocking back Montez Ford. Throws him in the corner. Kofi throws Ford off the ropes. Kofi up to the middle rope. Top rope. Turns it into a clothesline. And now Kofi drop kicks. Kofi Kingston ducks him off the ropes again. Oh, big stomp from Kofi Kingston. He's going to get the full run up this time. Boom drop. And now Kofi going up to the top rope. Kofi Kingston up to the top. Elbow drop to Ford. Kofi gets Montez back up to his feet. Went for an uppercut. Kingston gets cut with a kick to the ribs. Montez Ford grabs Kofi. Montez, huge back body drop, taking him down. And now Ford hops up, pulling himself to the top. Montez Ford. Look at the height on the frog splash. 1, 2. Montez Ford gets the win. Montez Ford beats Kofi Kingston. One half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Montez Ford, continuing to show what he's got when it comes to singles action. Montez Ford puts down Kofi Kingston tonight. Hell of a battle between these two tonight, though. A big win for Montez Ford. We got more coming up next, though, ladies and gentlemen. More singles action up next. Well, Dana Brooke awaiting in the ring. She takes on one of the most dominant women in the WWE, Shayna Baszler. The Queen of Spades making her way to the ring. Baszler, former Raw Women's Champion, NXT Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion. Baszler, one of the many women, or one of the few women, excuse me, who's managed to push Rhea Ripley to the limits when it comes to challenging for the Raw Women's title. Baszler tonight just looking to pick up some momentum as she walks into a matchup with Dana Brooke here. Baszler makes her way to the ring. Here we go. Baszler went for a knee strike. Brooke out of the way. Brooke tries to grab her. Shayna kicks her in the back. And now Shayna, German suplex from Baszler. Baszler now picking Dana back up to her feet, and Shayna Baszler grabs her. Back body drop. Baszler scoops her up and a sidewalk slam. Baszler now into an armbar. Baszler locking in an armbar on Dana Brooke. Brooke may have nowhere to go. Dana Brooke may have nowhere to go. Shayna Baszler's got it in. Dana Brooke's struggling. Oh my God, it's over. Never doubt my skills with the rolling submission game. Shayna Baszler gets the win in dominant fashion. She was ready to snap the arm there. Once that armbar went in, it was over. Good Lord. Just wow. Let's break the fourth wall for a moment. If you didn't hear what I muttered, I said, never doubt my skills with the right stick mini game for the submissions. More action up next. Well, there's the new hardcore champion, Bob. Oh my God. That's Danhausen. Danhausen trying to put a curse on the new hardcore champion. Smart move, Bobby. Smart move. Well, Danhausen making a very unexpected cameo here in LS11 Universe. We now come back to the ring where Joe Gacy's awaiting in the ring. He's going to take on the man who battles Damian Priest this weekend in the finals of the New Beginnings tournament, Mark Andrews, who's being accompanied to the ring by his tag team partner Flash Morgan Webster right now. Andrews has been on a hell of a winning streak here on Monday Night Raw. He is 3-0 since arriving to Raw a few weeks ago. So Andrews and Webster make their way to the ring. It's Mark Andrews versus Joe Gacy right now. Andrews grabs on Andrews into a jawbreaker. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get over the fact that Danhausen just showed up from out of nowhere on a WWE Universe show. I didn't see that coming. As now, oh, Joe Gacy takes out the knee. And now Gacy grabs Andrews, sending him off the ropes. Joe Gacy goes for a drop kick. Mark Andrews knocks him off the ropes. Andrews went for a forearm. Gacy out of the way, goes for a right hook. Andrews went for another forearm. And Andrews with a stun gun, taking him down. Taking him back up to his feet now. Andrews with a knee strike to Gacy. And an elbow strike. Mark Andrews, oh, gets caught with an arm drag. Joe Gacy now taking him down. Fez press on Andrews. And now Joe Gacy turning him over. Gacy takes him down at the knees. Into a cover on Andrews. Cover. One. No, Andrews gets the shoulder up. Joe Gacy now punches him in the side of the head. And Gacy goes for a kick to the back. Mark Andrews grabs him and drives him face first into the mat. Taking him back up to his feet now. There's an knee strike. Mark Andrews now catches him, sending him off the ropes. Mark Andrews. Hip toss, takes him down. Kicking him again. Mark Andrews pulls him in into neck breaker. And now Mark Andrews stomping on Joe Gacy again. Andrews has him down. Mark Andrews kicks him. Andrews picking Gacy back up to his feet. Mark Andrews. Oh, Joe Gacy kicks him in the ribs. And now Gacy tries to grab Andrews, who counters. Mark Andrews kicks him in the ribs now. Andrews drives him with a knee into the back and then into a side Russian leg sweep, taking him down. Getting back up to his feet now is Andrews. Mark Andrews pulls him in. DDT! And now Mark Andrews going up to the top. Andrews gonna look to end it. Mark Andrews. Well, Joe Gacy's starting to get back up. So Andrews is going to help him up. Andrews. Oh, Gacy with a headbutt. And now Joe Gacy with Andrews running. Running fireman's carry. Dropped him. One. No, Andrews gets the shoulder up again. Mark Andrews gets the shoulder up again as Gacy trying to get him back up to his feet. Well, Mark Andrews counters. Andrews pushes him away. Mark Andrews, forearm strike. Gacy is down. Andrews dives with an elbow. Andrews falls out onto the apron, though. Gets himself back into the ring. Mark Andrews now up to the middle rope. Oh, Gacy trying to get back up. It seems like every time Andrews tries to go to the top rope, Gacy manages to pull himself back up to his feet. But now Andrews going up to the top. Andrews now to the top rope. Mark Andrews. Here we go. Andrews. Shooting star. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Mark Andrews gets a quick win over Joe Gacy tonight. Andrews building a lot of momentum heading into his match with Damian Priest this weekend. Big win for Mark Andrews. Hey, you're not supposed to be out here. What are you doing? Ladies and gentlemen, that's Tony D'Angelo storming to the ring with his crowbar. Okay, this is going to go one of two ways, alright? Either Tommaso Ciampa or Bobby Lashley's going to get down here, and they're going to give me a United States or a hardcore title rematch right now, or I'm going to start beating the heads in of anyone down here who wants to get in the way of me and my crowbar. I was screwed out of 2 championships tonight, so I want both of them right now. Dear. Someone has lost their temper, haven't they? I hate to be the one to inform you, lad, but Bobby Lashley and Tommaso Ciampa aren't here tonight. You honestly don't think I would lead any more lambs to slaughter? No, 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 no. What kind of general manager do you think would let his roster be manipulated by you just to see how far you were willing to go? Rather perplexing question, isn't it? It was me, Sunshine! You see, Tony, I know you rather well. I was here when they signed you to a developmental deal. Yes, I was, and I admired the cunning intelligence. I mean, let's face it, some people like me and you, we are just born naughty, aren't we? We are. That's why we gravitated towards one another, and I signed you to Monday Night Raw, seeing the promise. But if you would have used and abused other people in the time I was a wrestler, well, I would have applauded your cunning. But for a clever man like yourself, it was very foolish indeed for you to take advantage of the roster that I manage. Very foolish indeed, because now you've made an enemy out of me. And if you want to fight, look no bloody further, because I have brought my wrestling gear everywhere with me since the day I retired. And as you can see, I am ready to fight, and I will join you in that ring, and I will battle you with every ounce of violent venom that runs through my veins. Then how about you get down here in the ring and we do something about it? Oh my god, Regal! Regal's got a ref with him! Regal is stepping up to Tony! William Regal's had to step in the ring! What the hell? That's Brian Cage! What is he doing? He doesn't work here! Brian Cage is kicking the surgically repaired neck of Regal! What is Brian Cage doing on Raw? Brian Cage! Oh god! Cage! Brian Cage! Drops Regal's face into the steel! What the hell is happening right now? Brian Cage! Like I said, he doesn't work here! He just came out of nowhere and blindsided the Raw general manager! Brian Cage! Discus clothesline! Turns Regal inside out. Regal's not moving. Somebody get an ambulance. Somebody get the medics out here. What the hell just happened? Well, hang on a minute. Well, the chaos just continues as here in Gorilla, right outside of the entranceway, Cesaro and Lance Archer brawling. We were supposed to have a big tag match for the main event tonight, but Cesaro and Archer going at it backstage. Archer and Cesaro, uppercut from Cesaro. And Cesaro went for a right hand. Archer kicks him in the ribs, and Archer grabs Cesaro, and now Archer powerbomb Cesaro on the concrete. Lance Archer, the Murder Hawk, grabs hold of Cesaro. We were supposed to have the main event tonight of Roode and Archer versus Cesaro and Riddle. But now Archer puts Cesaro through that table. Tonight's main event's going to be a one-on-one match. So I guess now it's time for the main event. It was originally supposed to be a tag team match, but now it's become one-on-one. As here comes the original bro Matt Riddle to the ring. Riddle making his way to the ring. Matt Riddle getting a big matchup tonight against a former WWE champion, a man he's got a long-standing rivalry with here. So now, instead of it being a tag match, it means Riddle's just going to go one-on-one with this man, the former WWE champion, a man who swears that it's fine, and that he is fine. The glorious, well, he's demanded I call him Robert Roode. Robert Roode making his way to the ring, the glorious one. So Robert Roode makes his way to the ring for the final Monday Night Raw main event of the WWE 2K19 era. So Roode and Riddle one-on-one in our main event. Here we go. Riddle starts off with a kick. Roode with an elbow into the knee. Roode went for a spear. Riddle caught him. And now Riddle picks Roode back up to his feet. And Riddle, there's a kick to the knee. Firing away now is Riddle. Spinning wheel kick attempt. Roode kicks at the knee. And now Roode grabs Riddle, takes him down. Robert Roode into a jumping neck breaker. Now throws him in the corner. Riddle now rakes the eyes of Roode. And now Riddle, no, Roode kicks at the knee. And Roode goes for a right hand. Riddle, there's a kick to the knee. Riddle firing away, puts Roode in the corner. Riddle with a chop, now he's got Roode. Riddle swings him, and now Riddle grabs Roode, and knee into the back, and a clothesline takes him down. Riddle picking him back up to his feet. Now Roode grabs hold of him, and Roode sends Riddle off the ropes. Roode. Oh, Roode with a knee into the back. Riddle with a forearm strike. Riddle kicking at Roode. Riddle knocks him down to one knee. There's a chop from Riddle. And Riddle now kicking him again. Roode finds the counter. And now Roode grabs hold of Riddle. And Roode's got Riddle into Snake Eyes. Into a cover now goes Roode. 1, 2, no. Riddle gets the shoulders up. Kicks him in the back, does Roode. And now Roode. Spinning wheel kick from Riddle. Riddle went for a knee strike, got him. And now Riddle, double X handle attempt, Roode out of the way. Roode grabs hold of him, throws Riddle across the ring in the corner. Riddle out of the way. And now Riddle grabs Roode, rolls him through. Cover. 1, 2, no, Roode counters. 1, no, Riddle gets the shoulder up. And now Roode goes for right hand, Riddle counters. Riddle, there's a kick. In front of the one, Roode counters. And now Roode tries to grab him. Riddle finds the counter himself. Riddle, whoa, brings a punch to the gut at the former WWE champion. Riddle now with a forearm strike. And Riddle for another punch. Roode throws him out of the ring. Roode goes for a kick. Riddle now getting back to his feet. Riddle sweeps the leg. Riddle went for a punch. Roode out of the way. Roode clotheslines him. Goes for a kick. Riddle spins him around. Riddle grabs Roode, throws him back in the ring. And now Riddle back into the ring, coming up to Roode. Forearm strike. For a spinning back fist. Goes for a jab. Roode counters. And now Roode knocks Riddle back. Roode kicks him in the ribs. Roode. Glorious DDT to Riddle. Cover. 1, 2, no. Riddle gets the shoulder up. Riddle gets the shoulder up. Robert Roode, what's next? Back into a cover. No, Riddle again ready to kick out that time. Goes for another kick. Riddle out of the way. Riddle with a gut punch. Hitting him in the face. Spinning chop. And there's a kick. Into another. And roundhouse from Matt Riddle. And now what's Riddle thinking here? Riddle goes for a kick. Roode. Oh! Riddle! Off the ropes, Riddle. Knee to the former champion, cover. 1, 2. No! Robert Roode kicks out. Riddle goes for a stomp, kicks Roode in the knee, knocking him back. Riddle grabs hold of Robert Roode and Matt Riddle, picking him up. Riddle hangs him up in the ropes. Riddle going up to the top rope. Referee telling him to get down. It's a long way to go for Riddle. He realizes that as well. Hops back into the ring. And now Matt Riddle. Oh, Roode with a punch to the gut. And now Roode, spine buster to Riddle. Turns him over, and now Roode grabs hold of the leg, and Roode takes down Riddle. 1, 2, no, Riddle kicks out again. And now Roode's got the neck, punches Riddle in the side of the head. Roode's got him down, kicks him in the back. And Roode calling Riddle back up to his feet. Robert Roode looking to end it. Roode goes for a kick. Riddle spins him around. Riddle gets caught. Roode, full Nelson, slams him into the mat. And now Riddle, rolls into the bottom rope. And Roode's looking to fly. Oh, Riddle sidestepped. Oh, Riddle runs into the ref. What the? That's LA Knight. He's got the chair that Roode always uses. Bashing it over Riddle. LA Knight, what's he doing here? Knight hits bottom rung on Riddle. Roode, I don't think he has any idea what just happened. LA Knight just handed Roode the win. Roode, glorious DDT. 1, 2, 3. Bobby Roode, with the help of LA Knight, gets the win on the final episode of Raw in 2K19. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the glorious Robert Roode. Thank you all for watching tonight's episode of Raw. Thank you for watching the WWE 2K19 series Monday Night Raw episode. I'll be doing one more final farewell speech on SmackDown, but until then, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.